Phill sent me an insane text in public and now I can't go to the gym anymore.
Dan, it was not that bad.
I was buying a shake, contactless payment,
Yeah.
lady looking at me over my phone, and Phill sends me, how do I show this on social media?
Maybe explain it with your words.
Oh, I get the little notification from Phill, text. I try to swipe away the notification, and I do not swipe, I tap. It opens up the text, and Phill has sent me a video of a naked man twerking, hanging from the ceiling.
I thought you'd enjoy it. That's on you if you open my text in public. You never know what you're going to get.
Did you send me that?
When you get with Phill, you get with chaos.
Yeah. This is what I saw.
Are you not impressed?
Why did you send me a video file? This wasn't a link to a tweet.
I just found it on Twitter, but I know you don't like going on Twitter, so I thought I'd save you the stress.
Oh, you're like, Dan, I don't want to send you into like a doom scrolling thing on Twitter, so I'm just going to download this naked guy video and text it to you.
Yeah.
So now it's on both of our phone hard drives.
I thought I'd give you some gym-spiration.
Thanks.
So did the person see?
Well, I immediately locked my phone. She tried to play like she didn't see it, but she had because she went like this. And then we just looked at each other for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I can never show my face there again.
I'm
That
sorry.
is not a gym-appropriate piece of content.
You could have taken it, shown a personal trainer, and said, let me have a bit of that.
You are dangerous. I'm going to block you. That's
Oh.
the end of this podcast, but I'm protecting my space.
You want more. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-da. Do you want to know a secret?
No.
We're not actually here right now. Dan and Phill are currently on holiday, and we're filming this the day before we leave.
We are filming this as we're packing.
We should be packing.
No.
We have not packed.
No,
Will we
no
ever,
preparation.
Will we ever be prepared for anything?
There's no excuse for why we're so last minute when it comes to packing.
No.
However, I managed to do it in the nick of time, and you're always freaking out about that one sock you can't find.
I need that specific sock. Otherwise, everything's going to be ruined.
Don't let the internet speculate on why you need that specific sock, please.
You know, we all know.
Well, now you've got to say something. Say one thing that explains that.
It's lucky. I'm not saying it's my whack sock. I'm just saying it's a good night. Like I have lucky socks.
No.
Sorry for saying whack socks so early into the podcast.
It is way too soon to say
Let's just mute that. Anyway,
welcome to Hard Mondays with Dan and Phill. Yowza.
are you excited to be on this holiday though?
It's just so funny thinking that as they consume this male podcast episode, you are having your left leg eaten by a shark.
Are you thinking
Isn't
we're going
that nice?
to have a why we nearly died scenario
I'm
again?
just saying 3 for 3. We have had a why we nearly died scenario. So something will happen.
No.
And it is happening right now as they watch this.
All the manifestation people are going to be thinking we shouldn't be saying this.
People are in a circle going, pontoon,
No.
pontoon, stop it.
Can we think sunny weather,
Sunbathe,
little fish,
massage,
tiny crab,
mojito.
climbing up a wall and twerking in my Speedos?
Oh, in your Speedos.
I'm
while
not going
you're-
to do full ass out, not on the resort.
Okay, I was imagining you would be doing this from the privacy of the hotel room.
No.
In your mind, you're doing this in the lobby of the resort.
No, I was between two palm trees, just like jiggling it.
So as you can tell, Phill is mentally cooked, and
am.
we're actually taking this holiday for my mental health.
Something's gone wrong with me this
From
week.
my boundaries.
I've really checked out.
Yeah, Phill
Everything's
mentally
gone-
checked out about 3 days ago. I've been trying to get Phill. I'm like, Phill, what about the next YouTube video? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know who I am.
Phill, can you look at that email? I forgot my password. I don't think you have.
I forgot.
Why is your phone just in the middle of the table?
Oh yeah. Just in case I get a call, you know, I've got my contacts ready to go at any moment. Hi.
Who's going to call you? It's the police. It's the army. It's the UN.
They're all on my speed dial.
Yeah, he's got curly hair. Yeah.
Wow.
Send them.
Phil's priorities. He wants to sort Dan out when he has this level of power. What's that fish sticker? Show the people, tell the people, for the listeners. Phil has a small sticker of
It's
a
a
fish.
loose sticker, and I thought that wherever it falls in the phone is kind of representation of how I'm feeling. So today it's like
It's a metaphor for your life, a loose sticker shaking about in the inside of your phone case.
it's swimming downwards today.
It's a small green fish
It
plummeting
is.
down towards the sea as if it's giving up on life.
Do you know what we could do?
What?
We could send a message from the future now to see what Dan and Phil are up to as we speak.
So here's us talking about the future. Let's now get a message from Dan and Phill on their holiday.
Between two palm trees.
Hello.
What up, listeners?
We're on holiday.
It's Dan and Phill here from the other side of the world.
Yeah, and
How you doing?
Don't worry, there's been no incidents this time.
Everything is okay.
Yeah,
we did get back from the hospital, but nothing essential was lost.
We managed to reattach Dan's penis. It all worked out.
What was the surgery?
I don't know.
Enlargement?
Maybe.
Removal.
Wow.
Let's just stop thinking
don't
about
worry
this.
about
But
us.
we are fine. Do not worry. You don't need to call the UN, the lifeguard, the police.
We will chill.
Or the library. We're fine. And we'll be back soon for the next episode.
Bye.
Wow, that was nice, wasn't it?
We look so relaxed. And no shark injuries.
What happened to my skin?
Dan,
I didn't need that arm. And look, you really serve.
Why did you choke on that Scrabble piece?
Gonorrhea, you're passing it off.
Stop it. We're not going to the sand dunes.
We're over that.
We're over the sand dunes.
We've got to get through the stress of the pre-holiday experience.
You are so annoying in an airport.
Phill is so stressed in an airport for no reason.
Can I just break this down?
Yes.
We walk to the check-in desk.
Yeah.
I need to focus on what's happening, and Dan will ask me
I have got my boarding pass on my wallet, on my phone. I have got my things in hand. I know what I'm doing. It's chilling. I come from a stressful airport family, and when I became an adult, I stood back and I went, there is no reason why this shit has to be stressful. It's not that bad. So I'm stood there, I'm chilling, and I say, hey, Phill, what'd you think of the episode of Traitors last night? And Phill goes, don't talk to me now.
I just can't focus on the passport situation.
Stop it.
And you're like, what's your favorite?
I'm being serious, Dan. No, I'm being serious. Don't talk to me right now.
I'm just saying, can you just ask me the question when we're through security? I can't think about two things at once.
What do you need to think about? Someone's going to go, have you got your passport? And then you go, boop.
But they were like, have you got any explosives in your bag? And then you say, what's
Phill? You have to lock in to answer that question?
Yes, because then...
Why do you need a minute of meditation?
Because you then say, Phill, what's your favourite roller coaster? I look at the woman and go, yes, I have a bomb.
I have 15 lithium batteries! Yeah.
Because I can't process two things at once. I've got one of those brains. I can only focus on one thing, and one thing only.
And what's that? The video of the man throwing ass on the wall.
Large butts.
Yeah.
On that pilot, swinging from the plane, level 3.
What the
with the hat on, nothing else.
I'm going past this.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I need to respect that you're the type of person that is nervous.
Respect that. Also, you annoy me at the airport because...
Is this not the moment where you go, and Dan, I will respect that you something?
No. I like that you are curious and want to ask me questions. And even in this 16-year situation partnership, you have still got things to talk about with me. That's lovely. But also, when you go through security, you've always...
I'm waiting for the budge, you know what I mean? Like, what the is this?
You've always got water in your bag.
Yeah, yeah.
And that stresses me out, because then in my mind, I'm like, do I have a gun?
In the way that I identify...
I know I don't, but I feel like I do when the security stops you.
So I think there's a spectrum.
Yeah.
Gay. 5. Where are you on the spectrum? You said you're like a 10, right?
Why are we talking about that? I was talking about there's a gun in my bag.
You are 100% gay. Yeah. I have accidentally got a bottle of water and gun, not the same level of stress in security.
I see what you mean. But that is stressful to me.
Water bottle is bi-curious. Gun is like Phill Lester gay.
I've never even touched a gun. In my head, there is something in my bag. There's like a bag of heroin.
A bag?
I know I don't have it. I get the stress. So then when you're saying, Phill, what's your favorite kind of dog? I just can't focus.
People would love to have Dan Airport.
Also, Dan has the most...
Shut up. I do not identify, as we've established, as a clumsy person. I like to think I'm so regal and refined and serious. I'm actually a ditzy bitch, much to my chagrin. I also don't identify... I'm a very organized airport person. I'm so good at airports. There is a 50% chance I forgot to remove the bottle of water.
That's because you've got the most ridiculous backpack with 900 zips and pockets. I don't even understand what's going on with that.
I love my zippy bag.
You're like, Phill, can you reach into my flap? And I'm like, which of the 19 flats?
Oh my God. Everyone's like, my dads are fighting. You aren't even ready for this one.
How many flats?
You aren't even ready for round 3.
He's like, top left.
There is a pocket if you want to mug Dan Howell, where I always keep my passport. It is in the top left side pocket of my bag because it's easy to get. I swing it off my shoulder, I go zip, whip it out.
Yeah.
It's where I put it. Phill knows this. I've had the same bag for 5 years.
Okay.
We're in the line. I want to get it. I say, Phill, can you get my passport out of the bag? You know what bag it is.
But you know...
And in that moment, Phill just goes...
But because
the pressure is too high. It's the left side, and Phill goes...
But do you know that meme when someone's like trying to pick a button when they work at a shop and there's like a million things on the screen? That's what your bag is. There's 900 pockets and they all look the same and they're all on the left. So you're just like the left top one.
I think maybe I just need to accept that you are the way you are and that it's not valid or good or convenient or useful. But in life, we should all have patience for things that people can't help.
Well, now we've got that.
How are you? No. This is when you say something nice about me. See, I just said I'm going to accept.
I said that I like that in our partnership, you still want to ask me questions.
Just not in an airport.
Just not in an airport.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Now we've got that therapy out of the way. We're going to have a lovely time, aren't we? I think once we get on the plane, we'll be all right. It's just the airport that stresses me out. Maybe we could travel separately. So we just skip the airport bit and then we arrive at the resort and meet each other.
I don't trust you to make a connection by yourself.
No?
No.
I could do it. I can follow the signs. It's
Maybe
a bit
I'll
confusing.
book you a helper.
What, like a little greeter?
Maybe you can go on the little beep, beep, beep thing.
That'd be fun.
So yeah, this next episode, we're gonna have near-death stories. We're not.
We're gonna
be so zen.
We're gonna be zen, and we're gonna talk about how smooth the airport experience was together. We're gonna love it.
Yeah.
To clarify, we're joking. We actually like each other, and we do want to go to the airport together. Just before people are like, my dad's.
That wasn't a serious
They're divorcing.
fight. This is banter.
It's banter.
This is the male podcast.
That's how we ban.
We're joshing around.
We're joshing hard. No? Joshing soft? Joshing. Josh.
Leave Josh alone.
Good news now. We've had a drought, haven't we?
You're saying we've got good news and it's that they're about to watch a podcast sponsorship?
No, this is good news. We're about to be completely
for
wet.
You, yes, it's good news for us.
We're going to be dripping.
This is going to pay for our flights.
We're going to be dripping with ads for this episode. Maybe not the next one.
So,
but for today.
Soak it in and we'll be back after this message.
Do you know they say buses all come at the same time? Our buses have came today. And here's the first
We've
bus.
got a bouquet of brand deals.
We're not going to want that just before we start talking about it. Let's say something wholesome.
Whole?
Bible.
We'll be back after these messages. So listen, USA girlies, this one's for you.
People ask, Dan and Phill, how do you feed yourselves?
I mean, if they've seen our baking videos, they really think, how do you stay alive on a day-to-day basis?
Not with those meringues. Well, thank God for the sponsor of today's video, people who make it easy, HelloFresh.
You see, when you have someone in your life that mistakes garlic cloves for entire garlic bulbs.
It's a simple mistake.
You understand why it can be good to have things like ingredients sent to you, instructions to follow.
But it's nice and wholesome to cook something homemade for you,
It doesn't
Dan.
hit different when it comes out of a tub.
No.
When Phill stood there over the pan, throwing in 100 spices.
Chopping with a knife, looking all...
Okay, you're making it sound scary. Oh, you were saying like
sexy.
macho.
Macho.
I'm a chef.
I can chop.
Yeah, that's how Phill sees himself cooking.
Yes.
Well, you enjoy that.
There's more than 100 recipes as well. All kinds of diets, seasonal produce.
So if you want to cook but need help like us,
go to hellofresh.com/danandp10fm
to get 10 free meals plus a freeze-willing knife at $144.99 value on your third box. Phill,
what?
Careful.
Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
That needs to be twice as fast to sound like an ad. We'll speed it up a bit in an edit.
We
but I
tried.
liked it. Okay.
Thanks, HelloFresh.
And look, it's safe to say we are creative people. We're not necessarily technically proficient people.
No, we wanted to make a merch box for our fam tier on Shopify.
Which was such a cute idea. We just want to send it to these people, make a little thing, have it as a secret object. How do we do that?
It was made easy thanks to the second sponsor of today. It is Shopify.
The platform behind millions of online businesses such as Dan and Phill Shop.
Dan and Phill Shop would not exist without Shopify. We've had so many cool templates, newsletters, and now we got the fabled purple shop button.
Which, if you're forgetful like Phill, don't worry, it knows where you live. It knows your credit card information because you gave it to him, and now it's easy to shop.
And if you've got a dream of opening your own shop, it's time to turn those what-ifs into...
Yeah, okay.
With Shopify today.
Sign up for your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/Dan and Phill.
What was that?
Shopify.com/Dan and Phill.
One more time for the people at the back.
Shopify.com/Dan and Phill.
Dan's clumsiness has reached a new height.
A new low.
A new low?
I think that I'm degrading. Something's happening
What's
to me.
happening to you?
I don't know.
I feel like,
something's happening
because
to me.
I was the clumsy guy. I was the clumsy
You
one.
are the clumsy guy.
I've rubbed off on you, and now you've got the clumserous. Like pokirus.
Clumsitis.
Clumserous.
Clumseria? Chlamydia. No, that's actually just... No. Yeah.
Dan spilled a whole hot sauce pot on his crotch. The entire thing.
It was so fucking dramatic.
And do you know what makes it more worse?
I was having my fries on a Saturday. I was ready to dip. And then I was like, I'm just going to bump my knee into the table. And the entire pot of hot sauce just went bloop.
It was the first dip as well.
We were about to start eating. You know when you're like, oh, the moment's here, the meal's here. I'm so ready. Let's go. And then I just go... And then I had no choice but to lift up the pot. And then that made it just go...
It glooped everywhere.
Bright orange Nashville hot sauce.
Making it worse, it was my shorts as well. You're in my favourite green shorts.
Yeah, I couldn't find any of my shorts. I was wearing your shorts.
It was like dripping through your crotch onto the sofa.
Yeah, I ruined it. Thank God we didn't have friends there because I stood up, whipped the shorts off straight away.
Yeah.
Stood there in my adult diaper. The hot sauce, I was like trying to hold it. Like, quickly, open the door.
Yeah.
Phil sat there with a burger in his hand, like, what's happening right now? And I'm just stood there, caked up.
Yeah.
I wish. And I just started screaming, open the door now. I've got an active drip situation.
A dripuation.
I need to get this away from the carpet immediately.
It kind of worked.
Yeah.
We've got a few drips.
So that was upsetting.
What's wrong with you, though? Do we need to send you to one of those schools where they make you walk with a book on your head?
I could do that. It's just that when I'm relaxed,
could you do
suddenly
it? Can we put a book on his head? I want you to walk. Oh my God, don't do that. That's glass. He's putting a glass on his head.
Oh my God.
Wait, it's okay. Right, leave that there for the next half hour.
All right. What's next, Phil?
That's very impressive, actually. He's fully balancing his glass on his head.
Yeah, they can see Phil. It's on camera.
Not on the listeners.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. Hi, people listening on Spotify. Right now, I've put my glass on my head.
What's happening?
Well, this is just a natural range of movement.
I'm stressed.
What do you mean, what's happening? You talk shit. I've got a glass on my head.
Now I'm stressed.
Eat it, bitch.
I don't like it.
Well, you f***ed around.
Take it off.
No. Well, what do you have to say?
Here's the thing.
News.
Serious storms. Someone did an official Freedom of Information request to the Met Office.
Just because the weather people are part of the government doesn't mean you should bother them with your nonsense, okay? Just because they have to reply to your emails, is this a misuse of power?
They had to do it.
Of the people.
They were asking what people have asked the storms to be called.
You can request names for storms. They don't have to listen to you, but they were like, all right, you want to know, here's what people have been asking the next hurricane to be.
We had Elon Gust.
No.
Kia Stormer.
Imagine getting your car killed by a tree by Elon Gust. I would be so fucking mad.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Kia Stormer, let me alone.
Stormy McStormface.
How do you feel about that?
It feels...
Do British people need to get over Thing McThingface?
Maybe it's time.
Is it the eternal meme? Boaty McBoatface was funny.
Yeah.
But if we're now saying I was killed by Stormy McStormface, is that funny? What killed your nan? Oh, it was Stormy McStormface. Lol.
Storm Phill injured a few people. That was stressful.
Yeah, too right. That just makes sense to me. Stormzy. That's f***ing funny.
That's a good one.
Stormzy. Hello. But then they did reveal, sorry, we're not going to choose any of those because they're silly. However, you can expect Storm Amy, Storm Patrick, and Storm Wubbo coming soon.
Great. Are straight people okay?
Is this okay? Mm-hmm.
The annual wife carrying contest in Dorking, England.
Happened. That's the thing.
Yeah. You got to carry your wife 400 meters.
Some lady, apparently. You can borrow someone's wife.
Could you carry me 400 meters, do you reckon?
Everyone's going to be like, do a Phill squat.
Do a Phill squat. Squat me.
Can we blame the Straits for this? I think it's just an English thing. Dorking, England, English people, Viking role play. I hate everything about this. However, quite appropriately, it was won by a Finnish man called Timu.
Great name.
with 2 E's.
Timu.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Timu ass sport.
I feel like the wives should push their husbands down a hill instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
See how far they roll.
The annual pegging contest of dorking too, right?
Pegging. Steve's strategy saves Rhino. An endangered white rhino with an eye infection, was lured into a tight space with snacks so they could give it eye drops.
Phill, you pioneered this with Steve the Pigeon.
I did.
Seeds into a cat carrier, pulled the string, snap.
Maybe I could be an animal lurer.
You're the Pied Piper of injured animals.
Yeah.
And Steve was albino, so was the rhino. If you have a white animal that has some kind of injury, Phill will come to you wherever you are in the world and lure it with food.
I will scuttle that ferret into a tight space.
I think that's a gay thing. You're not allowed to say that.
Stop it. You know what I mean.
Okay, well, when the bleached sperm whale gets stuck in the Mariana Trench, what are you going to do?
Give it a jelly bean.
A single jelly bean.
Down the blowhole.
For it to get filtered through its krill gills, yeah.
Not down the blowhole. They can't eat through their blowhole.
That is not how whale anatomy works.
No.
Fanfic writers. Okay, yeah, that was a good week in the news. Thanks for that, Phill.
Yeah.
And now here's Carol with the weather.
No Carol. Actually, it's Phill with another spawn.
Hello and welcome back to Sponsor Corner.
Is it a corner?
Do you not like paying the editors?
Yes, okay.
They're working very hard, aren't you?
We love it. Since seeing a musical, we've got the tingle to see more shows.
You've been to the clinic, right?
I have been to the clinic.
No, we want to go out more.
Yes.
And sometimes we get stressed by the logistics of it. But these things do not have to be scary.
They don't. Shout out to the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek.
The #1 rated ticketing app. You can see a musical. You can see a sport, of which we have seen 3.
We could see more sports.
You can see your favorite band, which is
Muse.
Oh, they're not on tour right now, Phill.
No.
Sorry, I would have accepted Bruno Mars, BTS, Ariana Grande. That's
Fine.
not a good answer.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, that's who you choose right now.
You can see rating of seats of SeatGeek from 1 to 10. So
What
you can
would
choose.
this inflatable chair be?
This would be an 11, mate.
If this was parked in the middle of an arena,
Yeah.
right in front of Harry Styles, you're on the inflatable couch. He's about to hit the high note, and then you just hit that.
Yes.
He's going to look right at you.
He will.
That is green, rated 10 on SeatGeek.
And US Peeps, constant season is right around the corner. And to make it even
Get ready.
better, you can use code DanandPhill10 for 10% off your SeatGeek tickets.
That is 10% off tickets with promo code DanandPhill10.
Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so that you can use it later.
Thanks, SeatGeek.
And swanning in at the last minute.
How could we not do this?
Our bestie.
It would feel wrong.
NordVPN were like, Dan and Phill, we want to sponsor the podcast, and we could not say no.
What are we going to be doing on holiday? Watching our favorite shows. How do we do that when we're in a different place? We change our location.
Yes, thank you to NordVPN. If you're on a streaming service, you can just click a button and suddenly...
Yeah, BBC, I'm in London.
You can see whatever you want it to be.
Oh, you're buying a flight, you refresh the page and suddenly it's twice the price. Not anymore. I'm a totally different person in a different place.
Do you know it's so much cheaper to change your location if you're in the UK?
because they're sneaky minxes. That's what VPNs are for.
Yeah, you can also hide your data from airport Wi-Fi snoopers.
Don't know what y'all are planning to do in the airport, but that airport Wi-Fi, it's got to be the most snoopable one.
It is.
So if you're looking at men supporting themselves on wall pictures, don't let the people see that.
Do you want a special, delicious deal? Go to nordvpn.com/hard launch for a 2-year plan plus 4 months extra and a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Thank you, Nord.
Thanks, Nord. You know we love you.
I'm glad that you're keeping us safe, because without you, we'd get arrested in international waters.
Yes. Wow.
So many products and services, so little time.
Yeah, all in one day. Who'd have thought it, hey?
And 1 or 2 you could enjoy. What was that?
There's so many reptiles and so little time. Plus 1 or 2 you could avoid. But don't subscribe to YouTube.
Oh my God,
we'll
I just internet hero
you did internet
myself.
Is here. Well, how did that come from? This episode has felt a bit like therapy so far, hasn't it? Have we got anything else to release?
I would say you're quite hyper for someone who mentally checked out 2 days ago.
I think that's how it manifests.
Pre-excited.
With me. I'm pre-excited for the holiday. I'm kind of vibrating.
He's got his chair, little kickies out.
I've got the little kickies out.
Like a toddler for the listeners. Imagine he's really excited.
I even bought some prescription sunglasses off a dodgy website that are not going to work at all.
Why is the website dodgy? What does this mean?
Because they said they can make them in 6 hours.
Don't ask questions. We're going to give you the prescription sunglasses.
How could they do that?
Did you fucking mug someone?
I don't
What's
know.
up?
I don't know where they're coming from.
How'd you get same-day delivery?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm excited for those to arrive.
Contraband.
I've got quite a large face as well, so sunglasses always look very silly.
No way that's going to fit. You're going to be like little Dr. Robotnik thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been hard for me this week. Yesterday, there was a builder that needed to come over to just do a checkup on things, and all day Phill was like, I just can't concentrate because I know there's a man coming over. And it got to about 4 p.m. and I was like, Phill, write an email, edit a video. And Phil was like, I just can't.
If I know something's happening, I might as well just sit and look at a wall until it happens, because I've got like the pre-readiness.
No, well, this is good therapy. Explain to me why someone unscary and not bothersome coming to the house to do something that doesn't affect you makes it so that you cannot function in your own space.
Because it turns me into pre-ready, Phill.
You're on alert.
I'm on. It's the same thing as if I'm on
7 hours before it happens.
Do you know when you get on a plane?
We've established I can't relate to plane
No,
thoughts.
and you've got a movie that you can start playing. I can't start watching it until we've taken off, because I'm like pre-ready for the takeoff. And I can't focus on anything else until I'm like in the air.
You also can't do that if like the dinner service has started until you've been served. If you notice the trolley has appeared, you're like, pause for 25 minutes, because I know at some point someone's going to put a tray on my lap. And if I'm in the middle of watching Heated Rivalry, that's going to be a hard pause.
A very hard pause. Even if they're just like, do you want to put something in a bin? I've got to wait for them to like come all the way.
Phil stood there with his fruit shoot, just like...
I'm practicing in my head. Here's, I'm going to put it in the bin.
Have you got anything to go in the bin? Here you go. Yeah.
I need to chill. So I was very useless. That means you've got to
take the Fedible.
Book all the appointments.
Hey, Keir Starmer, look at this man.
Zach Polanski.
We don't need to ask Zach Polanski.
He's going to legalize.
You need to vote for Zach Polanski. Keir Starmer, I know you're watching Dan and Phil Hard Launch. He needs marijuana.
Right now.
Please, shut the up.
Oh.
Let him sit on a flight.
I don't know, man. I think my nervous, funny energy is quite fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need me to be more chill?
Big day for you, though.
Big day.
Phil's trying to avoid the upcoming implication of
Let's not think about the time.
Yeah, let's focus on the coolness of this without thinking about it too much.
It's my 20-year YouTube anniversary at the end of this week. Can you believe that? 20 years? 20 years of me just being annoying on the internet?
20-year-old YouTube channel.
That's crazy.
Bro, your whole life has been YouTube.
I know more YouTube than I don't know YouTube.
To be fair, you weren't always professional YouTube. You were just someone that like had the account and was doing it for fun.
There was a website where you could write blogs, and then as part of my blog, I thought I'm going to upload a YouTube video.
A video blog.
As part of that and put it on YouTube.
Y'all remember when vlog meant a video blog and not just recording what you did that day?
Hi, I'm Phill. Welcome to my video blog, which I hope you're very excited to be a part of. Happy Mother's Day, for one. I got my mum this for Mother's Day. It's a monkey trapped in a cage. Hey. Help me!
Who the hell am I talking to? Why is any of this interesting?
Talk to me about that. Imagine a world before there was literally any social media culture. Phill Lester, who the were you talking to?
I'd seen other people making YouTube video blogs, and even if they were talking about the most inane stuff ever, like, oh, my homework is hard, or, oh, I've got a new job, I'd just be like really interested in seeing someone else's life from a different perspective.
It was really like just so interesting and cute that other people could just be like, hi, I'm a person, I'm Alanis, I'm 19, I live in Ohio, and today I ate a sandwich, and you just be like, holy shit. This is so cool.
I got my first subscriber, which again is weird because it's John, who's actually my friend now. But
shout out, John.
Shout out to John. That's what boosted me. I was like, oh my God, someone cares.
You connected.
I connected
with another person across the sea.
And then look what happened to my life. Here I am.
Big But
it's one of those moments where you think, imagine if I just had a different decision. What would have happened?
What would have happened if you didn't get the camcorder in that free cereal box?
Cereal box promos, man. What happened to them? Webcam with 5 vouchers.
When you look back at that video, which looks like it was filmed in 1922, and people go, wait, is this how bad technology was? No, it wasn't. It's because it literally came, what kind of fuck-ass camera comes free in a box of cereal?
It was so shit. I had to send the vouchers off to get it. It wasn't just free.
It's like my first YouTube video. Yeah. Cameras weren't that bad. It's just that my shit laptop, the webcam was that bad.
I know.
And it's all we had to work with. Yeah. A more wholesome time.
But I'm happy that everyone's stuck with me, especially those that have been around forever. Thanks for still watching.
Damn, this is hard launch. You're hard stuck.
I am.
In the Philverse.
It's never ending. But it's been a wonderful adventure, and I'm excited to continue it, especially now I've got a partner in crime.
Oh, here's to the 40th year anniversary of the Hard Launch podcast.
Can't wait for that.
I'm having an existential crisis.
Richard.
Oh.
Here she is.
Go on, Phill.
Looking sleek. No, it's your turn.
Fuck the pie chart. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Is the red? I saw that the red is like...
The red is dangerously close to the red.
Oh, it's another...
It's a yellow ball.
Chartreuse. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Crack, crack.
Philip Michael Lester.
Yes.
What would you be arrested for?
Oh! Don't eat the ball, Dan.
Too late.
People are going to copy you and choke.
That's going to be a hard pass later. Are we responsible for that?
Yes.
Phil was reminding me of the time.
Oh,
Can we talk about this?
Don't.
Where
Stop.
Phil, we can talk about this. This
Stresses
is like
me
a
out.
podcast is a long form enough place.
This is what I would be arrested for.
This is actually the answer to the question. That's amazing.
Fuck's sake.
Phil's mum told him once that his grandma ate Vicks VapoRub when she felt congested.
She did, but...
You shouldn't do that.
That is toxic.
It's poisonous.
And I tweeted,
oh
my god, I just found out my grandma used to eat Vicks VapoRub.
Because that's funny.
Yeah.
But however, Phil, 10 years ago, impressionable teen audience, willing to do anything for engagement on Twitter.
People tweeting me going, well, I'm going to have a bite of it.
One person, reasonable chance you are watching this right now, thought it would be funny, we think they were joking, to get Vicks a giant tablespoon and just be like, I'm going to try it right now.
No.
And I'm pretty sure they were joking, and I'm pretty sure that is funny.
I'm stressed.
But we freaked the fuck
I was
out.
like, do not eat Vicks, it's poisonous.
Phil, I went back on Twitter, I had to be like, do not do that. And then we just thought, what if you saying don't do it is going to make more people do it for the... Like, you really Tide Pod before Tide Pods Tide Podded.
Can we even talk about it? Someone's going to go eat it now.
Dan and Phil do not endorse
I Googled
eating toxic things.
It can make you die. Don't eat it. I'm surprised Grandma stayed around as long as she did if she's eating Vicks. Are we going to get sued by Vicks as well? Like, this is such a
No, we told people not to.
Don't.
So yeah, Phil's going to get arrested for talking about his grandma.
And you are going to get arrested for...
I mean, knowing me and the dentist incident, it's going to be for doing something that started off tiny with the best of intentions that ended in the deaths of 25 people.
A spiral of lies.
Yeah.
Where you pretend that you can fly the helicopter because you said you are a pilot.
It was just too awkward to say that I couldn't fly the plane.
You're going to grab that stick and crash it into a wall.
That will happen, so just start preparing it now.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you all to get your alt accounts ready, and then you can be like, I never follow Dan and Phil, it's fine.
No.
Both of those things will happen. All right, let's get a third in. It is time to embolden the listeners to share things that they will get arrested for in the future. Please note, whatever the callers say, we do not claim them.
No.
Unless you say something cute, in which case, we're so proud to have you as a member of the community.
Take it away, besties.
Hi Dan and Phil,
Hi.
My name is Ali from Australia and I would like to hard launch that I actually don't care if my cat eats me when I die. I don't want my cat to starve and die if I die. I don't want to bring him down with me. His name is Frumpkin, he's really sweet and he loves me and he wouldn't eat me if he didn't need to.
Oh,
I love that it was need and not like there. He could just have a little nibble. No, but he'll only do it if he needs.
If Steve the pigeon was trapped with me and I died, I'd fully let him peck my eyes out. Like, who cares?
That was so unnecessarily vivid.
Well, no, I mean, that's where I imagine a pigeon would go for sustenance, the eye.
Oh, you're so right.
Or my tongue.
Yeah, I mean, and yours is like covered in freaking Haribo at any given
I would
moment, so that's fine.
let Norman slowly suckle on my hand that fell into the fish tank after I got electrocuted.
Right.
Would you not?
Okay, firstly, this is the worst conversation we've ever had.
Why?
Secondly, I'm dead. I don't give a f***.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I think when you let the dog live and then the ambulance...
Oh, you wouldn't want the pet to starve. No, do your thing, absolutely.
But it's quite a sad scenario, isn't it?
Not for you, you're dead. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, eat up.
Next.
Hi, Dan and Phil.
Hi.
My name is Anna, and my cat, Emilia, is hard launching.
Another cat.
Thank you.
That's so cute.
You would do what to her corpse after they died?
Daniel, the cat's not saying they'd eat them.
I think that might have just happened.
I think the cat was saying...
They hard launched it, Phil. They said, meow, and you know what that means.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Talk about furball.
Regardless, we love cats.
Iconic cat behavior.
They were saying Dan should wear more colour in cat language.
In which case, shut the up, cat. Thank you for your hard launch. Okay, let's get one more.
Hi Dan and Phill,
Hi.
I'm Maddie, I'm from London, and
hi.
I'd like to hard launch the fact that about 10 minutes ago when I was on the London Underground, a very corporate looking lady walked on, and she had cat whiskers on her face. And me being the queer autistic I am, I walked up to her and went, "Oh my God, are you a fanny?" And she looked at me as if I just shot her nan.
No!
So I proceeded to laugh and be like, "Oh, sorry, wrong person."
Why?
Turned around and sat down, and it then dawned on me that today is World Book Day, and she is probably 99% a teacher who was dressed up for the day.
You walked up to them and said, "Are you a fanny?"
That was bold.
That's a hate crime.
Oh my gosh.
So that's our fault. I am so sorry.
Look what we've unleashed onto the internet.
Wow.
But
is that toxic Yuri?
3 cat-themed...
3 for 3.
3.
Hell yeah.
What
And
they
we
call
love them
hard
all.
launches. It's on the wall behind me. I was like, 3 cat-themed
That's what they were.
hard launches.
What did she think she was asking?
I don't know.
Let's not go. Dangerous word. We're so sorry.
Maybe go down the line of, do you watch Dan and Phill next time? That could have been a bit less
Yes.
than Fanny.
Sounds less crotchy as well.
With a PH.
Yeah, just walk up to them and go, microwave, and then they'll call the police on you.
Yeah. Wow, thank you.
Beautiful. What a roller coaster.
And remember, you can send in your hard launches, short and snappy, to danandphilpodcast@gmail.
No.
No. What's it? What is it? No. What is it? Hardlaunchpodcast@gmail.com. Is it? Yes.
Episode 20. You need a holiday.
I need a holiday, but
you
before
need a
that,
sandy crack.
we're going to have an after party where we're going to go in deep about some topics such as our crow invasion. I'm not going to say anything more. Just come to patreon.com/danandphil to learn about what's been going on. Also, any free you're jumping again.
Sorry, I said I'd stop doing that, but I was just really excited by the light bulbs.
Any member of the Patreon, including the free members, could win a golden pig at any moment when we draw the golden ball.
Richard,
So
she's holding it deep inside, doing the kegels, and that ball is ready to drop at any moment.
oh my God, you're ruining it. Come sign up if you want to win.
Yeah, that'll convince
Oh,
them.
great.
See you next week when we'll be back, peg-legged,
To the future.
and ready to record.
Where we're going, we don't need
Eyes, because they've been pecked out.
by seagulls.
Pigeons.